I welcome you to today's lesson. My name is Paul. So for today we have science. Science for basic 5. Science for basic 5. Today we are looking at systems. The first word is component. Component of something is the same as parts of something. Okay. The next word is satellite. Satellite. Satellite refers to a smaller body that moves around a larger body. A smaller body that moves around a larger body. That is satellite. Orbit. Orbit. So in the solar system we have what? Planets. All the planets, they move, but the path along which they move, that path is called orbit. Like cars. Cars use road. The planets, theirs is no road. Theirs is what? Orbit. That is the path along which they move. Okay. The next one is spinning. Spinning. It comes from the word spin. So spinning or spin is the same thing, but it means turning or rotating. The earth spins. It means the earth rotates or it turns. Okay. The last one is revolution. Revolution. So revolution means something moving around. So the planets, they all move. They move around the sun. So that movement is called what? Revolution. Okay. So during daytime, if you look into the sky, what do you see? And during nighttime too, if you look into the sky, what do you see? During daytime, we see the sun. In the night, we see stars. The stars are countless. You can't count. We also see the moon. All these things that we see, they are parts of the solar system. They are part of what? The solar system. Okay, so now what is solar system? Solar system consists of the sun, the earth, the moon, and the other planets. So this is a picture of the solar system. The sun, the earth, the moon, and other what? Planets. Now, the solar system has 8 planets. It has how many planets? 8 planets. Okay, so we shall look at the 8 planets. They are here. You can see from the screen that the 8 planets are here. Let's look at them. The first one, we are counting from the sun. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Uranus, and then we have the last one, which is the farthest from the sun, is Neptune. Okay, so these are the 8 planets. Do you remember the song that I taught you when we were in class 3? The song that I taught you, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter. I know you have recalled. And that day, I remember you were so happy. Today you are going to sing it. Let's look at them. Before we look at the 8 planets, let's look at something here about the solar system. These are facts that you need to know about the solar system. 1. The sun is the largest among all the components. The sun is the largest. The sun doesn't move. It's just at one point. What it does is it produces light. It produces what? Heat. It doesn't move. So know that. Now all the 8 planets, for them, they move. They don't stay. As they are moving, they also what? Rotate. They rotate like the earth. The earth moves around the sun. At the same time, it rotates. So there are 2 things that you should know about the movement of the earth. It rotates. It's also what? Revolve. So we have rotation and revolution. Rotation is about the turning. It turns. That causes day and night. The rotation causes what? Day and night. And then the revolution, which is the movement around the sun, that also causes changes in seasons. So sometimes you will not what? Experience rainfall. Sometimes you experience rainfall. It's because of what? The earth. The movement of what? The earth around the sun. Okay. So how many planets do we have? 8. Let's look at them. They are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Pluto used to be a planet, but scientists have discovered that it does not qualify to be considered as a planet. All the 8 planets move or revolve around the sun. There is a fixed path for each of the 8 planets that move around the sun. The fixed path along which each planet moves around the sun is called orbit. The moon is a component of the solar system that moves around the earth. So the 8 planets, they all have their path. So you can't move from your path to another planet path. No. They all have their fixed path. That is what they use. So if this path is for Mercury, it's for Mercury alone. If the next path, which is the orbit, is for Mars, it is for Mars alone. If the next one is for Earth, it's for Earth alone. That path is called orbit. So orbit is the path along which the planets move. Okay. We are saying that the Earth rotates. At the same time, it revolves. It rotates and it revolves. I'll explain them to you. Don't worry. So, we have seen that the sun is at the center. The 8 planets revolve around it. All the 8 planets, they move in a fixed path, which is called the orbit. Now, the moon. The moon is also a component of the solar system. The moon is a component of the solar system, but it moves or revolves around the earth. It revolves around the earth. Okay, so we are going to look at the components of the solar system. The parts that come together to form the solar system. That is what we are going to look at. So in exams, if I ask you to list 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 components of the solar system, what I need from you is that the sun, the moon, and all the 8 planets, you can write all of them for me. If I ask you to give me more, these are the components that you should provide as your answer. So we are going to look at the components one after the other and look at how they look like. Okay. Before we look at them, do you remember the song? So let's try if we can recall and then sing it. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter. We are singing it together. 1, go. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Our planets of the solar system. Our planets of the solar system. I'm tired. I know you have recorded. That is a song. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. So try to sing it. There's no time. Let's move on. Okay, so we are looking at the components. We just mentioned them. The sun is here. The sun. So let's look at how the sun looks like. So it is a huge ball of fire found at the center of the solar system. The sun is a star, or the sun is a star because stars burn to produce their own heat and light. The sun does not move, but the 8 planets orbit or move around it. A group of stars is called a galaxy. So the sun, this is the sun. Look at it, the shape, it is round. like a burning what? Fire. The sun is big, oh. It's bigger than the entire earth. From here to all other parts that we can find human beings, we can find living things. The earth is larger than the earth. So the sun is larger than the earth. So note that all the planets, the earth is larger than each of them. The sun is larger than each of the planets. The sun, this is the sun, is bigger than Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. The sun is larger than all of them. And it's like a burning ball. So if something is burning, what happens? It produces heat, it produces what? Light. So the light that we get during daytime is from the sun. It supplies light and heat to all the planets, including Earth. That is why during daytime we get light from the sun. Okay, so this is the sun. Remember that the sun is a star. It's a star because stars are able to produce their own light. They are able to produce their own light. So any heavenly body that is able to produce its own light is a star. Remember, the moon is not a star because the moon doesn't produce its own light. Even the moon, the sun, the light that we get from the moon is not produced by the moon. It's the reflection of the light from the sun. So the light from the sun is what the moon reflects, and it comes to Earth as light. So in the night you see that the moon is there, you see light from the moon. No, it is not the moon that has produced its own light. The moon reflects light from the sun. Okay, so if you hear about galaxy, we are talking about a group of stars. Group of stars. We call it galaxy. Okay, so that is the sun. The next one is Mercury. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. So from the sun, the next planet or the first planet is what? Mercury. So it is the first planet from the sun. And this is how it looks like. This is how it looks like. Now, look at one interesting thing. Among all the planets, it is the smallest planet of the solar system. So the 8 planets, the smallest of it all is the Mercury, which happens to be the first from the sun. Okay, the next one is Venus. That's the second planet from the sun. So this is how the Venus also looks like. If you look at the planets, in fact, to me they are beautiful, they are nice. Look at this. But one thing about the planet is that this one, no human being, no living thing can live there. No living thing can live there. The same thing applies to Mercury. No living thing can live there. Look at the distance between the sun and Mercury. The heat alone, you cannot live there. The same thing applies to this. Venus, you can't live there. No living thing can live there. Okay, so this is Venus for you. That's the second planet. The third one is here, Earth. This is our home. My home, your home. We are all here. The only planet that support life is Earth. That's the third planet from the sun. So this is the Earth, or this is the Earth that we find ourselves. Okay, so Earth is also part of the solar system. We are parts, yes. So this is Earth for you. Now let's look at it. The Earth is the third planet from the sun. It is the only planet that supports life due to the presence of good temperature, water, and air. The Earth completes one revolution or moving around the sun in a year. The moon is the only natural satellite of the Earth. So this is the Earth. The Earth is a planet, meaning it goes around the sun. So it takes the Earth 1 year to finish one revolution. One revolution is the same as finishing going through or going around what? The sun. So I'll give you some kind of drawing, you understand. Okay, you should also understand that the Earth, which is a planet, the moon also revolves around it. So it takes the moon 28 days to finish going around the Earth, and it takes the Earth 1 year to finish going around the sun. Okay, let's look at the next one, Mars. It is the fourth planet from the sun. So this is how the planet Mars looks like. This is how it looks like. Look at the color. Look at the color. What do you see? What's the color of the planets? Now, we are saying that Mars is called the red planet. I'll ask you this. Which planet is called the red planet? The Mars. It is called what? The red planet. It is red like this. Okay. The next one is Jupiter, which is the fifth one. So it is the fifth planet from the sun. It is the largest among all the planets in the solar system. So this is Jupiter, the largest among the eight, not the solar system. The eight planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter. So Jupiter is the largest. It's larger than Earth, Mars, and the rest. So you should know this is Jupiter. The next one, which is 8, Saturn, is the sixth planet from the sun. It's the second largest planet after Jupiter. So after Jupiter, this one, the second largest is what? Saturn. So this is how Saturn also looks like. They are all beautiful. They are all beautiful. I wish one day you can go there and live there and invite me that I should come and join you, because you are living on Saturn. Okay, so the next planet is Uranus. That's the seventh planet from the sun. So this is how it also looks like. Look at the shape, look at it. Very beautiful. And we have Neptune, which is the last one, the eighth planet. Is the farthest, very far from the sun. Very far from the sun. So the farthest from the sun is what? The Neptune is the planet that is the farthest from where? The sun. So it is called Neptune. It doesn't also support life. All the 8 planets, apart from Earth, all the 8 planets, no living thing can live there. So these are the solar system, or the components of the solar system. We have seen the sun, we have seen all the 8 planets, and then moon. Moon is also part or component of the solar system. Now let's look at something here. All the 8 planets are component of the solar system. A planet, I'm giving you the meaning or the definition for a planet. So if I ask you what a planet is, a planet is a heavenly body that orbits the sun. So orbit means go round. So any heavenly body that goes around the sun or that orbits the sun is called what? Planet. What is satellite? A satellite is a smaller heavenly body that revolves around a larger or bigger heavenly body in space. The moon is also a satellite of the earth. We have natural satellite like the moon, and artificial or man-made satellite like the spacecraft and space rockets. So this is the moon. It's a natural satellite. It goes around the earth. We have artificial. Artificial means it was not created by nature or by God. It was made by human being. So this is man-made or artificial. This is also in space. It goes around the earth. So this is artificial satellite. This is natural satellite. I hope you have seen the component of the solar system. Okay, so what are they? The sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. and then the moon. These are the components that if I ask you to mention, I'm expecting you to give. Okay, so let's continue. We are looking at how the Earth orbits the Sun. The Earth, it orbits the Sun, or it moves around the Sun. The Earth moves around the Sun. So we are looking at how the Earth moves around the Sun. We have learned that the Sun doesn't move. The planets rather move. And the Earth is a planet, so it moves. It moves around the Sun. That movement is called revolution. That movement is called what? Revolution. And I have also told you that the path along which the planet moves is called orbit. So if you see this, how the Earth orbits the Sun, how the Earth is able to move around what? The Sun. That is what we are talking about. Now let's read. The planet Earth revolves around the Sun. The Sun does not move, but produces heat and light to Earth. The Earth rotates or spins on its axis. The spinning of the Earth on its axis is called rotation, while the movement of the Earth around the Sun is called revolution. Now let's come to this side. We shall look at the diagram here, but let's look at this. It takes the Earth 24 hours to complete one rotation. 24 hours to finish one rotation. Okay, so here too, it also takes the Earth 1 year to complete one revolution. So the Earth rotates at the same time it revolves. The revolution is a movement of the Earth around the Sun. And rotation, it is when the Earth is turning or rotating or spinning on its axis. And it takes the Earth 24 hours to finish one rotation. At the same time, the Earth also moves, but moving around the Sun, it takes the Earth 1 whole year. 1 whole year. Okay, so this is the Sun. We have Earth, and then the Moon is also here. Now, let's look at something here. The rotation of the Earth causes day and night. So if somebody asks you, what causes day and night? It is the rotation of the Earth. Rotation, it turns. It turns like this. The rotation of it causes what? Day and night. And then we have here, the revolution of Earth causes changes in seasons. That is wet and dry seasons. So in Ghana here, we have two main seasons, the dry season and then the wet season, or the rainy season or the harmattan season. These are the two changes, or the two seasons that we have. Now, these two seasons, they are able to happen as a result of the Earth going around the Sun. So the movement of the Earth around the Sun, which is the revolution, causes changes in season. So in the year, you experience dry season, part of the year you experience dry season, and then other part of the year you experience what? Dry season. So wet season, dry season, wet season, dry season. It happens continuously. It happens like that because the Earth doesn't stop. It moves like that in a cycle. So if you are asked about the causes of seasons, changes in seasons in Ghana, you should know that the changes in season happen as a result of the Earth going around the Sun. And also, day and night occur as a result of the Earth rotating or spinning on its axis. So this is the Sun. This is the Sun. and this is the earth. We have moon here. 1, 2 is here. Please, it is only one. The one here is telling you that the moon moves around the earth. The moon moves around the earth, and the earth also moves around the sun. Okay, so if you are asked to draw the sun, the moon, and the earth in the solar system, this is what you are supposed to draw. But don't bring two different moons. Don't draw two, just one. It could be here, it could be here, or it could be any part here. So if you draw a line around the sun, sorry, around the earth, the moon should be there. Okay, so let's go back and let me draw that one for you so that you can see it well. So we have to show the position of the sun, earth, and moon. So position of the earth, position of the earth, the moon, and the sun on the solar system. So we have learned that the solar system is made up of the sun, the earth, the moon, and other planets. So we are just going to show only the earth, the moon, and the sun. Other planets, we are not bringing them. So this is how the solar system. First, we need to get our sun. So the sun is round like this. So this is the sun. And we know the sun produces heat. It burns like fire. It produces heat and light. Now, one thing that you should know is that the earth moves round the sun. So we need the earth here. So here, we will need the earth here. Okay, so the earth will come here. This is the earth. Have you seen it? So the earth moves around the sun. This movement is called revolution. The earth will move around the sun, and it moves on this path. On this path, the path is called orbit. So this is the orbit. That is the path along which the planet was moved. All the 8 planets, they all have their orbits. So it doesn't stop, it moves like this continuously. It takes the Earth 1 whole year to finish moving. So if the Earth starts from here, it will come back to where it started here. It uses 1 year to revolve around the sun. So 1 year. Revolution is 1 year. Okay. Now we have drawn the sun, we have drawn the earth. Where is the moon? Now let's look at where the moon is. We have also learned that the moon moves around the earth. So here, the moon also moves like this. Then we have the moon here. Let me draw it well. So this is the moon. Have you seen it? This is the moon. The moon also moves around the earth. The moon moves around the earth. And how many days does it take the moon to finish moving around the earth? It takes the moon 28 days. It takes the moon 28 days to finish moving around the earth. Now, the earth also what? Apart from the earth moving around the sun, it also spins, it also rotates. That is rotation. So let's look at it. Let's look at it. So the earth also rotates, or rotation of the earth. The earth also rotates. And how long does it take the earth to finish what? Rotating. It takes the earth 24 hours. It takes the earth 24 hours to finish what? Rotating. So the rotation of the earth causes day and night, and then the movement of the earth also causes what? Changes in season. So if you are asked to draw the solar system, and you are also to indicate or show this, show the earth, the moon, and the sun, this is how you should present your work. Okay, so you can do away with the orbit. I was just using it to show you, and these arrows you can do away with them, but the moon and its movement, the earth and its movement, and the sun, that one you need to what? You need to show them. So this is how the solar system, the sun, the earth, and the moon, this is how their positions are on the solar system. I believe you are okay with this. If you don't understand anything, feel free and then ask. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back. Now we have seen the positions. This is the sun, this is the earth, this is the moon, which also goes around the earth. The earth also goes around what? The sun. Now let's look at the importance of the sun to life on earth. We have learned that all the 8 planets, the earth is the only planet that supports life. The earth is the only planet that living things can be found there. If you're a living thing, you can't survive in any of the or on any of the planets. It is only the earth that living things can survive. Okay, so now, what are the things that living things benefit from the sun? We are looking at the importance of the sun to life on earth. So all the things that have life on earth, what are the things that we get from the sun? Importance of what? The sun to life on earth. Okay, so let me ask you, what importance does the sun serve you? What are some of the things that you benefit from the sun? You get light from the sun. What again? You get heat from the sun. What do you use the heat for? The heat is used for drying. Okay, apart from that, what else? The sun also helps plants to prepare their own food. Okay, and that process, what's the name of that process? The process is called what? Photosynthesis. Okay, what again? We also use the sun, energy from the sun, to generate electricity. Okay, now these are the basic things that you should know about the importance of the sun to life on earth. Now let's read what we have here. 1, the sun keeps earth warm. So the heat from the sun keeps earth what? Warm. Okay, so the next one, second, or number 2, the sun is the main source of light to earth. Yes, during daytime, we get free light from the sun. This light is not from ECG. The light from the sun is not from what? ECG. In fact, if it is from ECG, I don't know how much you pay for. They The whole day, the sun will what? Give us light for free. In the night, when the sun is not there and we can't see, we fall on ECG to give us what? Light. And look at how much we are paying for. Okay, so the sun is the main source of what? Light to Earth. The next one that you should know is that plants use the light of the sun to make their own food. That is what I told you. Plants, they make their own food, but they need the sunlight to make their own food. And the process of plants making its own food, that is called what? Photosynthesis. The next one, energy from the sun, is called solar energy and can be used to generate electricity. I've also said this, that energy from the sun is used to generate electricity. So solar energy, yes, it is used to do so many things. Okay, now the next one, human beings need vitamin D to grow well. We get vitamin D from the sun. So the sun also helps us to get vitamin D. It's one of the things that the body needs to grow. We have different types of vitamins, but vitamin D, we get it from where? The sun. We get it from the sun. Okay, so these are some of the importance of the sun to life. Life means living things. These are some of the importance of the sun to life on the earth, on the planet what? Earth. Okay, now we have activity 1 here, and then a project. Let me read a project. Plan, design, and make a model of the solar system using suitable materials such as blue tack, clay, cardboard, and wood. So just design something, present it to your class as your project. Yes, you are to model what? Make a model of solar system. Make a model of what? Solar system. We are bringing our lesson to a close. What have you learned? We have learned that the solar system is made up of the sun, Earth, Moon, and the other planets. There are 8 planets in the solar system, and they all orbit the sun. The sun is very important to Earth. The rotation of Earth causes day and night, while its revolution causes changes in season. So this is all that today we have learned about the solar system, the component of the solar system, the part of the solar system, which is the sun, the earth, the moon, and other planets. We have learned about other planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. We said that Pluto is not considered as a planet. So Pluto is no more a planet. That is what you should know. So we have 8 planets. We have the sun, we have the moon. We have seen that the sun is so important that without the sun, human beings, animals, and plants on earth cannot live, because we depend on the sun. Okay, so this is what we have learned. I hope you'll be able to answer all the questions. Now let's look at them. We have exercise 1 here. So choose the correct answer. So the exercise 1. We have the next exercise, exercise 2. This is what? Riddle. Now let me read the first one. Only the first one, and let's see how you get the answer. I am a small body that moves around a bigger body in space. I only move in a fixed path in one direction. I am either natural or artificial. What am I? So we learn something, that thing moves, it's a smaller body that moves around a bigger or a larger body. We have learned it, and I know you have seen the answer. I won't tell you. So the next one, you just later on then you do it. Exercise 3 is here. We have exercise 4, exercise 5, home assignment 1, and then home assignment 2. So these are the things that I'm expecting you to do for me. Make sure you answer all the questions. If you face any challenges, just get in touch. Your teachers are there, your parents are also there. They will all help you. We have science textbook from basic 1 to basic 6. We have Asante tree from basic 1 to basic 6. Then we have Epiapimchi from basic 1 to basic 6. For now, our videos are on science. So if you go to YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, you'll get all these videos and then you'll watch them. Tell your friends to go there to learn. What we are teaching here, that is what your teachers are also teaching in the classroom. So take the opportunity and learn from this platform. My name is Paul Williams Ofori, but let me tell you one thing. If you watch our videos, when you finish watching, please subscribe and subscribe, like. You go to TikTok, you have to follow us so that our channel can grow. We want to grow with you, so help us. Bye bye.